I was debating on making this video. A lot of people have been contacting me asking me to talk about dark pools. And I felt hard on it because, I had to really think hard on what I'm going to say in this video. Because what I'm about to say is I'm about to be exposing the biggest institutions in the world. I'm about to expose the richest people in the world. I'm about to expose the quote unquote elites. The people in the black suits that are keeping the average person stagnant. So I'm just going to jump right into it. So about a month ago, I went on a trip with my girlfriend. And on this trip, we met a couple while we were out. Me and my girl, we were out drinking, having fun, right? And as we're drinking, the girl of that couple that we just met, she started explaining that she works for BlackRock. And, she was drinking a lot, but she was just very open about it. And she was explaining that they do something called dark pools. And I had to sit up from my chair because I'm huge into crypto and trading. So I was like, hold on. Can you repeat what you just said? And she just casually said, yeah, the biggest institutions in the world, they sell, billions of dollars every single week of certain assets and no one knows. No one knows it's them. And I was like, one more time. And she's like, what? It's 100% legal. And I was like, that's legal? So after that happened, I went down the rabbit hole of dark pools. And essentially what it is just say if you have a big institution in the world, such as BlackRock, for example, they literally own Earth. They own all the biggest companies in the world. And what they do is, they buy assets, right? They buy them up. They put up the money, right? It's there. But what they'll also do is when they sell it, they're not telling you. And it's legal, right? It is legal. It's approved by the SEC and the CFTC. They can legally do it. And it's a legal way for them to do market manipulation where they'll say, yeah, we're going to be buying up Bitcoin, or we're going to be buying up Apple or Tesla stock, which they do it, right? But then in the same day, they'll sell more than what they're buying. And they are just eating. So you see on the chart sometimes you'll see these candles going all the way down and there's no news as to why. That's them. That's a dark pool right there. It's as simple as it gets. So as someone that is a trader, like I said, I've seen institutional level trading. I've seen retail trading. Two completely different mindsets, right? A retail trader is only using, certain indicators, and institutions, they use information and a little bit of indicators, but mainly just information. After seeing the two, I've realized that these retail indicators, they're meaningless. They're essentially meaningless. Like all the basic retail stuff like trend line, support and resistance, VWAP, up and handles, whatever the case may be. Because all it takes is one institution to do a dark pool where they're selling billions and billions of dollars, and your indicator that told you that this was an A+ setup trade, it means nothing because they just wiped you all out. Now, if you're an investor, right, if you're focused on the long term, I wouldn't really worry on it too much. I'd probably honestly like dark pools because it gives, good buying opportunities. But if you're a trader, you should definitely look into this and really understand